It's 1:45 a.m. I don't care. I'm gonna keep freaking going. I almost accidentally dropped my phone. And so let me finish explaining. I almost accidentally dropped my phone, and I accidentally pressed the button that the camera exited out. So I kind of lost my train of thought just that quick. So discontinuing the previous video accidentally got cut off because I was trying to catch my phone because my phone tried to fall. So it's like they act like a jerk, and they think it's cool, and they think they have the authority to do it, and they think it's the right thing to do it, to be just. And then social media, people brag about, they brag about how cool it is to be a douchebag, or is it pronounced douchebag? So they it's like a lot of these people, they're narcissistic, and I think with the help of social media, it's making people more narcissistic and proud to be. And back then, you heard years ago about people hiding behind computers and saying hurtful things, and I didn't know that was part of the same kind of narcissism as narcissistic abuse as domestic violence. And you wonder, why do people have so much energy to harass people online all day, or stalk people online, or try to police people online, or if they act like they worship a website so much, like Yahoo Answers, and it's like all they do is report people all day long. And it's like, go do something with your life, But I don't have a way where I can go and look back at the last part of the other video and trying to remember what I was saying. But we're out here homeless and trying to survive, and we're homeless and trying to survive, and we could already be going through something, and we could already be going through something, and then them being rude to us will probably just make our day worse. And if other homeless people got to go through that, it's like their rudeness is the reason why some homeless people would do stuff like while they're using drugs, and they're already going through stuff if they're using drugs and drinking alcohol and stuff to mask the pain of what they're going through, and they're probably blacklisted from employment, or whistleblower, or blacklisted from employment, or dealt with domestic abuse, or dealt with domestic violence, and or went through a divorce, a bitter divorce, or went through a loss of a family member, or their house burned on fire. House got set on fire, or they probably were wrongfully, unjustly evicted. You don't know what people went through, or they might be homeless because they freaking targeted or harassed so much that they were forced out of their home, bullied out of their own home through the gang stalking. You don't know what people went through, and then all of a sudden, like certain regular homeless people, sometimes they do drugs, but I've seen a lot of homeless people a lot of people who were forced to be homeless, and they say that they're targeted individuals. A lot of them are not on drugs. A lot of homeless targeted individuals are not on drugs, and sometimes they get to have the fortune to live in a vehicle, but they be like homeless living in their car or something, and they don't use drugs or drink alcohol or nothing, and they just battling to survive. But I don't know how they can get by without having to ask for money or beg or nothing, But I only beg and ask for help after the Social Security check runs out. But this month, as I said, I have a lot I'm gonna need to that I ran out of and need to replace. And targeted individuals, we take certain supplements that help counteract the direct energy weapon attacks and stuff, like taking Epsom salt baths, or taking bentonite clay, or taking this supplement or that supplement or something like that, or taking certain vitamins to help us heal from the damage and torture that they're doing to our bodies. And I heard that when the gang stalkers, when they sleep deprive you, they draining your body of magnesium. So they say to take a magnesium supplement, or try to eat foods high in magnesium, which is hard for me to do that in my predicament and stuff. So last night I was tricked into thinking that I was gonna get to sleep good. Within the past few hours, I thought I was gonna sleep good and sleep early, but that's not the case. I got a little bit of sleep, and I'm pretty sure after midnight, I fell asleep sometime after 11:30, after midnight, and then I just had the incident where after I woke up, then I had to pee so bad, and I already told y'all and showed y'all about that. So it's like, how could you be like sleepy one moment, and then the next moment you be like have all the energy in the world, physical energy in the world, like as if you never were sleepy. Like you could change from being tired to not tired, or vice versa. Or you can be not sleepy at all and then just be like dead tired. But a few hours ago, I was feeling so much heavy pressure on my heart that I almost felt afraid that I needed to go to the emergency room. But I heard people are telling people stay out of the hospitals now these days as much as you could. Stay out of the hospitals and try to heal yourself naturally. So it's like, I don't know why some people might feel like you need to live basically when certain people's needs vary. Like I have hypersensitive ears, so I have the MP3 players, and I use it as a medical device, and sometimes for music too, but mainly for a medical device. And so I need some more batteries, and so I need some more batteries, and so that's gonna be, part of what I gotta spend my money on. And then, well, part of my money on, like a certain portion of my money on. And I have to buy some more bladder pads and trash bags, and buy a few more other things. So other homeless people, if they're not targeted, even if they are targeted, they may or may not feel the need to have bladder pads. And it seems like my menstruation probably going to come back up again within another week or two. I don't think 2 weeks, but probably within a week or so. I can feel, the premenstrual symptoms and stuff. So, so, so it's like I'm starting to take the bentonite clay early, so that I'm starting to take the clay early so that like a few days in advance, so that my cramps won't be like, I won't feel the cramps at all if I start a few days in advance. So I also need to get me some supplements that I've been well, not the bentonite clay, but the other supplement I've been deprived of. And so I don't like, I've been trying to survive without the magnesium supplement nowadays. And guess what? I would have no magnesium supplement, and I've still had a few moments where they try to force diarrhea me. So so they would cause forced diarrhea or forced urination, and sometimes profess targeting individuals. They would end up with they would end up through the electronic harassment, end up with a bloody nose, or end up forced to vomit. And so I tweeted something. Oh yeah, yesterday on Twitter I tweeted. I said gang stalkers got blood on their hands, and almost instantly they shocked my right. Like, it's like as if they remotely tased my right foot. Like it was like a hard shock, painful, hard shock, to like a stun gun. And I never really been physically tased by the police or nothing, but but it's like they tased my right foot, and then they freaking just did it again, but it wasn't as intense as earlier. It wasn't as intense as earlier, but I'm like, wow. So I guess they must know what the hell I'm saying. That they shocked me for saying something like that. The fact that I said gang stalkers got blood on their hand. I mean, I've said it before, but that time they must have really got mad. But they gang stalking and following me super heavy. Like yesterday, a whole bunch of one headlight vehicles, and I don't know if the Uber driver would have started tripping if I would have started filming. So and it was going so intense and catching me off guard that I couldn't even get pictures, at least pictures or nothing. So yeah. So as I said, the Uber driver yesterday, he kind of pretty much rubbed me the wrong way. So thankfully it's quiet over here. So it seems like I gotta pee again. But yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna have to wash this outfit again. And me just laying right here smells like strong dog piss instead of human piss. But I it's kind of scary trying to figure out how to survive and stuff. And my social security check is, that amount of money is still considered extremely low income, and they still have not been giving me my doggone SSI check. I didn't work for the month of July, and so it's like I haven't gotten any SSI check since June of 2021. And they're trying to lie and say I owe them back pay when they owe me back pay, and I haven't gotten shit. I haven't heard shit, and I'm not about to go in the office and try to talk to nobody, because then they'll try to set me up to lose my temper, or try to provoke the staff there at the Social Security office, try to deliberately on purpose try to play psych games and try to provoke me and stuff. So I just let things be and don't even fucking bother. Like after what that lady abused me and what she did to me, I think it was November or December of last year. when they wanted to do like a reevaluation and stuff. It was so frustrating. But now I'm definitely gonna need another hotel room again, or have to buy a new outfit or something. Ow! Now they're shocking me in my right side. I don't even know if it's the satellite drones that's doing it to me, because they got a couple of them in the sky. At first I saw no stars, but now I see a bunch of stars near the fake drones. You're not a Big Dipper. I see a Big Dipper, but the fake stars is way bigger than the Big Dipper. So so I guess I'm gonna stop rambling on. I'll see y'all later.